Hello, my lovely people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I love you. Thank you so much for stopping by, for clicking on these videos. It's so cold over here. It's only 31 degrees in my car, so I'm even going late. But let's go. Let me get there. I'll be maybe 5 minutes late. My boss will understand. So, my people, you know, in the Bible, there was a place Jesus made somebody who don't talk to talk, somebody who don't walk to start walking. So this time, the person that made somebody talk is Adekunle Tinubu. Adekunle Tinubu has finally made somebody who don't talk, and that person is who? Abatti. Abatti has finally thrown up on Adekunle Tinubu. So please, I want you guys to see and hear, because of the criminality of Adekunle Tinubu, the INEC select president, what he said on January 1, how he got Abatti rolling on the ground, how he got Abatti throwing up, how he got Abatti said, no sir, you are lying. Hey, finally. So please, I want you to watch. That's what this video is all about. I just want you to see how Adekunle Tinubu finally got Abatti say the truth once in his life. Because Abatti is in Arise News to scatter. He's in Arise News to scatter, because if they have two Oseni and Okwe and Ayo, if they have like 4 of them all speaking the same language, things go better. But Abatti, I think Abatti finally got his brain where he left it after seeing every lies that Adekunle Tinubu left in January. He even figured out that is a pre-recorded. Hey God, that is a pre-recorded something that he left for Nigerians, thinking that Nigerians are stupid. I need you to hear it from Abatti, because I'm going to analyze the video myself. I haven't gotten time to analyze it, but I will analyze that video. But I need you to hear it from Abatti, who don't know how to tell the truth. I need you to see it from Abatti, who sees the truth and turned eyes the other way. I need you to hear it. So please watch. When you finish watching, leave me a detailed message, so that, and short, when you leave a detailed message, I will reply you. So my lovely people, all the things that we say, the yelling, the whatever that we are doing in this channel, in my channel at least, is for the betterment of our country, for things to be better for our people. Because I have gone out, I live in US, for those of you that don't know. So, and I know that citizens of this country called United States of America, they enjoy light, they enjoy good roads. Like I'm talking, I cannot stay in Nigerian roads and I'm talking to you without the car jumping up and down because of bad roads. For good security, nobody is stopping me, no police is standing on the road. What will catch me, because if I go faster than I'm supposed to go on the road, guess what? There's cameras all over the place. They just collect my the plate and send us the amount that we will pay. And who want to suffer like this and just collect the money just to be paying for running speed? So everything here is oh God. But I still don't know why sometimes I try to analyze something and try to compare you guys with Nigeria, because there's no comparison. So please watch how Abatti got angry because of the lies that Adekunle Tinubu put on January 1. Thank you so much for watching. Please watch.
People also ask, it's not a policy speech, it's just a new year, feel-good speech and all of that. But I feel they missed some critical points, also hit the nail on some critical points. And only time will tell if this resonates with a lot of people. All right?
Well, what time will tell, that is very clear. So this morning, is that his speech delivered this morning by the president is dated. It is too obvious that that speech was recorded before the president came to Lagos, because the speech is not contemporaneous enough. And that, I think, is in itself, a scandal. It shows gross indolence on the part of those people who manage the president. And I speak as a person who had gone through this process before. Now, you could see from that delivery that since the speech was recorded in Abuja, I imagine, that there have been developments in the country. A major development will be the killings on the plateau. That was conspicuously absent in that speech. I said, well, the president maybe did not need to go. They are having sent a very powerful delegation. But to they speak to Nigerians on New Year Day and not reflect his awareness and understanding of the killings on the plateau, and considering the fact that only yesterday 5 more persons were murdered in Boko's local government area, just shows and confirms how dated that speech is. And I put it down to the indolence of his managers, because wherever the president is, there is enough facility to update speeches, to change recordings. It's not as if it's a lengthy presentation. They could have updated the speech, do a fresh recording yesterday, and it will have been up to date. The other major omission is that on Saturday, the National Assembly of Nigeria passed the 2024 appropriation bill, although there are many problems with that, as analysts have pointed out, specifically Dr. Dele Shubowale, saying that that budget is dead on arrival, and that the only indications that you could pick out of it as a professional economist is scarcity, uncertainty, and chaos, and that 2024 will be a more difficult year for Nigerians. But the president will have piggybacked on the details of what the Senate did and also addressed that, because that's also something very fresh. But there was no reference to that in that speech. Now, to the details. The president said we voted for him because he promised us renewed hope, and that he's working hard at it and is committed to delivering on that. And he said a number of things that are important to him. Food scarcity, to address food scarcity, to address electricity supply, to address the refineries. Would the refineries work? There's no certainty in that regard. And maybe that's the uncertainty that Dele Shubowale is talking about. Now he's talking about food supply. What is the guarantee that you can have food supply if there is still insecurity in the country? The president says in that speech, in fact, that security in the country has improved. Now, how do you say that to Nigerians just less than a week after people were being killed almost on a daily basis in over 58 communities in Plateau? How does that provide a justification for the claim that you make? He said electricity supply. At a time when power generation, power supply, power distribution in Nigeria is in the dark alley of 4,000 megawatts for over 200 million people. So how is that improvement in power supply? The president also talked about his commitment to attracting foreign investment, FDI, at a time within the same week that the National Bureau of Statistics announced to us that capital importation to the country has fallen, and that 27 states of the Federation attracted zero importation of capital. And at a time where we've been told that companies are leaving Nigeria, P&G has left, Jumia may follow, ShopRite is following, other companies like that are leaving Nigeria in droves. Is this contradiction not clear to the president and the drafters of his message on New Year Day? However, he admitted that there is a lot of hardship in the country as a result of foreign exchange crisis and the removal of fuel subsidy. But the economists argue that fuel subsidy, in fact, has not been removed. That fuel subsidy, in fact, is returning. And that if care is not taken in 2024, fuel subsidy will return in full force. Now, the president then puts the responsibility on all of us. He said in that piece that we are joint heirs of the Commonwealth, and we also have a responsibility. Yes, we the people have a responsibility, but what we keep saying is that government cannot keep telling us to make sacrifice, and government is not listening. The conspicuous consumption that was demonstrated by way of the president going to the mosque to go and pray on Friday in Lagos, and he had a convoy that looked like he was going to war. Nobody goes to the mosque to go and wage war. They go there to pray to God, to seek the face of God. I mean, I've been part of a presidential convoys at home and abroad when I served in government. The convoy that I saw on that Friday just to go to mosque, I think that was unprecedented. And Lagos being the major political base of the president, you ask the question, what is he afraid of? So when it comes to us on New Year Day, and it says we the people must make sacrifice because the country belongs to all of us, where our leaders showing that this country belongs to all of us, and they themselves are ready to make the necessary sacrifice.